This is None Defense on the Grublet account. On the team, Grublet YouTube. We're keeping this video short, so let's just quickly check our stats. Our stats are 147. Wait, no, we were 146 yesterday, and now it's 147. Does that mean we've gotten worse? Okay, I guess this calls for a brief grieving. Alright, there you go. We grieved, we cried, we hugged. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. The days will roll on. Deep breath. Let's go do a speed review. Alright, so we are starting off with Munted on the base Boomtown. Going over here with the, what do I see there? Some Scorchers running up the side. Accepting that his Scorchers can handle the strength of that minefield. He's working on these corner generators. That'll be beneficial when it's time to do the rush. And I mean, he's just doing the business, opening this thing up. After that, Spindrift. So, Spindrift from the UK is going in, doing the GBE thing. Now we're dropping the girls. Excellent. Sending them up the side. And that's a victory from Spindrift. Thank you so much for that. Spinkles. So, alright. So, this is again Spindrift. Took some, lost some girls there. That's going to cost him the win for sure. But he got it about halfway down, so that's pretty good. Now, Spinkles. Once again, Spindrift from the UK. England's favorite son, taking the win. Okay, now we are on Smoky Crab. So, somebody had kind of a weird attack, and I think it was this one. Yeah, it's not that it was weird, it's just those Doom Cannons took out his Scorchers before he could do anything positive with them. It wasn't great. You know, Crab has much higher standards for himself, I promise you. There's nothing I can say to Crab to make him feel worse than he already feels. That's just how it goes. So now we're on Munted. Did a very unique sneaking of getting those girls to the back. Popped that rocket there. I mean, he finds his path, doesn't he? He certainly does. And he finds the victory on Boomtown. Brilliant work by Munt. Now we are looking at Seaderm's cousin. Down, 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 down. Ah, Seaderm's cousin. So I just found out an interesting bit of trivia. It turns out Madeline is also from the Appalachian Mountains. When she told me that, I let her know that means she's probably related to Seaderm, which technically means she's also Seaderm's cousin. Something to think about there. Alright, Seaderm. Regular old Seaderm. You know, this here, it was essentially a minesweep, and then it became a tactical retreat. He quickly realized that his Scorchers were not going to do the job. And this is Dawn. It has to be Dawn. Dawn is, how do I say this? I'll just go ahead and say it. Dawn is a quadriplegic. That's correct. He is in a wheelchair, limited use of all of his limbs, and despite that, somehow, he is one of the best boom beachers in the world. Why did he change his Boom Beach screen name from Don to a little guy in a wheelchair? I don't know. You'll have to ask Don that. Truth is, I don't even know for sure that that's Don, but I can't think of anybody else who would change their name to a little man in a wheelchair with a little rocket jetpack behind him. So, alright. So, Spinky, thank you so much for that. You almost got the win. Nothing else happened. Roll along. Go Broncos. Cue football joke.
Second down and 4. Plummer pocket collapses and he falls with a fumble. Pump fake, Roethlisberger inside. Open, fear down, and the catch is made. Touchdown. Bettis with the carry, driving, and Bettis is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. We're going to come out firing. Plummer's pass, and look out, he is intercepted. And Bettis is in for the touchdown. Play action, Roethlisberger. It's on the first half. Watson goes down back to the end zone. Ball is caught. Hinesward. But Plummer, 143, fires middle field pickoff. Right into the arms of Larry Foote. Plummer has gotten out of a few jams, but not this time. Rooney, who bought the team back in 1933, bought the Steelers for $2,500. Steel curtain days looking good again as Roethlisberger is in. Timing in for the score is over in Denver. Pittsburgh is going to the Super Bowl.
Nice. I don't know what football joke I just made there, but I hope it was hilarious. I'll edit something in a little bit later. Going doing some hackings. running the hookahs over here in a nice tactical retreat. We love to see that. The difference between a tactical retreat and a cowardly retreat is one is celebrated and the other is, it'll get you kicked on our team. I mean, not this current team. We don't have true retreaters. But, yeah, don't retreat. If you know you can do positive things, don't retreat. But if you mathematically know your attack is done and nothing else is going to happen, there ain't no harm in a tactical retreat. It's all about tactical. And your leaders will help you determine what's tactical, what's not. Who was that? Was that Big Sal and I just rolled right over it? Well, Big Sal, you know that I love you. This is Commander Chief. Thank you so much for rejoining the team, Chief. It sounds like your real life situation changed and you're able to come back to us, and we're grateful to have you. Pop that shield. That allowed None Defense to come over here and finish the job once it's None Defense's turn to do so. Kamikaze, not a robot. 100%. I'm hearing it. I hear what y'all are saying. I can only assure you that it's not. Bart is not a robot. Kamikaze is not a robot. Just stop bringing it up, please. So here's the attack I mentioned on None Defense. Easy. Hardly worth celebrating. After that, it was somebody in there. Bart. Excellent. All right. So when we set this attack up with Bart, we let him know to execute Plan Alpha Zero Omega, and it took him a moment to process. He was buffering on the subject. I mean, wait. No, he knew exactly what I was talking about because, again, he's a human, and he only thinks as a human would because, all right, yeah, y'all got to stop bringing this thing up. He's not a robot. He's not an android. He's not an AI. He's just Bart. Just let Bart be Bart. Going up here once again, and he was going to finish the job this time. Thank you so much, Bart. Okay. After that, this is Grublet. Okay, I've got to pause here. I don't want to make fun of our guy, Gym Class Stud, but y'all have to hear this story. Okay, so last night, I was working with the monsters to figure out what the best thing Grublet could do for this operation is. And Gym Class Stud, who has been on this team for, the better part of a month for sure, was given some brilliant advice. Brilliant for, any other monster. But he's given this advice talking to Grublet specifically. And it was like in my mind, does he know what Grublet is, who Grublet is, why Grublet is? And it became obvious, Bart jumped in and was like, yeah, there's no way in the world he could do that. And Bart was right. And Gym Class Stud must have went and visited Grublet's base for obviously the very first time. And here's a screenshot of, his reaction. Oh man. So I was dying laughing. Like, again, I'm not slamming on Stud. Just you've been on this team for a month and this is the first time you've noticed Grublet's Ladnicraft. Good job, Stud. Good job. Bronze Richard. So this is essentially, it's getting closer and closer to becoming what could be a farming run. But our guys from Australia, they just keep going at it. They say, we have attacks left. Let's try to utilize them. Let's try to focus on getting rid of these grapplers, getting rid of these shield generators, and let's just give it one more good, honest push towards the end there. And, yeah, again, we ultimately did not beat this base. That is a dang shame, but that happens. But Bronsoon, I give you a hard time about your use of grenades, but they kind of did the job there. Bart Jr. So now that all those shield generators are exposed, he's going to focus on getting rid of that Doom Cannon, and now he's going to go take a turn at those shield generators. And I do believe that he got every single one of them. He sure did. Look at that. Great work. Tactical retreat. Well, that was a tactical reflare. And now this is our final shot at it on Gus Pistol. Going up straight up. Got the sneak job. Want to thank Grublet for clearing those mines there. But We just couldn't get it together. Dang shame. All right, and there you go, team. That was a speed review. So despite the mess-ups, despite the mistakes, one thing is for sure is we are closer together as brothers and teammates than we have ever been before. We're going to continue this push. We will not be deterred. And I want to thank y'all so much for participating in it. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.